Hello, everybody. Let me know if you can hear me. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, JR. Hello, Pete. Hello, Ryan. Hello, simhorseracing.com. Sorry, I'm a little bit late because I have some guests in town and they needed donuts. And I wish I could say that that wasn't what happened, but it was. And then YouTube changed and I had to figure out how to pull up the classic version because I didn't know what I was doing. But that's okay because the first couple races are a little pathetic in terms of entries. Much was made about it in the forum about how we only have 2 and 3 horse races on the synthetic tonight, which is kind of annoying. I don't think that these races will return for synthetic horses next year because they kind of haven't proven that they need it / earned it. I will have races week 2 for them, but not Pegasus labeled races, basically, is the current plan. You may have seen that in real life they split the Pegasus, which was just one dirt race, into 2. Now it's a dirt race and a turf race. So that's something. You know, they're copying us like always. So anyway, we're a bit late, so we might as well jump right in. And the first race is the Pegasus Summit, which has a 3-horse field. Maybe, if I can find where I put it. There it is. So it has a 3-horse field going 6.5 furlongs on the synthetic for $1.5 million. Number 1 on the rail is Bite Your Face. I knew that I named that horse. That's something I would do. 9 for 18 lifetime for this 5-year-old horse who has earned $500,000. Number 2 is the Perfect Face. Royal Celestine owns this one. Lee Cara bred it, a daughter of Hooray, coming off of 2 straight wins, including the Grade 1 Stewards Cup Synthetic Speed. And number 3, rounding out the field, is Could Be Gray. This horse is actually named after 2 things, like lovely day out of cloudy, so it could be a gray day, but also my friends were making fun of a horse that I love named Unique Bella and how gray she is. So we were saying, like, what makes her so great, and it's because she's gray. Could be because she's gray. Anyway, this horse was 6th last out in the Stewards Cup, and that's your field for the Summit. And let's just jump right in with it being post time. I feel really awkward because there's people here who don't know what I do, and they're about to find out. I hope they're not listening to me. They're off. It was a perfect start for all 3 runners. The Perfect Face right from the gate goes out to the lead, joined by Bite Your Face, then Could Be Gray, who takes back 3rd, and that is the running order early. The Perfect Face, then Bite Your Face, and Could Be Gray. They're rounding the turn, and the Perfect Face has moved clear by 2 lengths. Bite Your Face in 2nd, and another 2 back to Could Be Gray 3rd. No change in orders. They're coming to the top of the stretch. It's still the Perfect Face by 2. The Perfect Face, she's going to get away. Could Be Gray is the one who's making a move. Bite Your Face is done. It's the Perfect Face, and she's going to lead them all the way down the stretch. The Perfect Face, Could Be Gray making a late move, but not going to get there in time, and Bite Your Face will be 3rd. The official winner is the Perfect Face. She's a 4-year-old chestnut filly by Hooray out of Bodie McBoatface by At the Gallows End. She's bred by Lee Cara and is owned by Royal Celestine. This is her 10th win in 14 starts. Next up, we have the Synthetic Mile. And this is a field of 2, so it's a match race. Oh no, that means the running lines are just going to say match race, aren't they? That's useless. So on the rail we have Destiny on Ice for Tian Long. This is a 4-year-old son of Snowflake who's coming off a 4th place finish in the Stewards Cup, but before that did win his prep for that race, 7 for 11 lifetime. And on the outside is Know How to Rock, a son of Know How to Knock for Lee Tuttle, who sent me the nicest email today. It made me smile. It was very well needed. 4 for 12 lifetime on this gelding. He's earned $42,000 compared to Destiny on Ice's $500,000. But in a match race, it's usually who goes to the front. So Neither of these horses want to do that, so this should be an interesting race. They're off in the Pegasus Synthetic Mile, and it was a good break for both runners. And they're going to take it to each other early with Destiny on Ice and Know How to Rock on the outside, moving along together. Destiny on Ice puts his head in front, and Destiny on Ice is going to take them around the turn. Know How to Rock on the outside. Not much separates these two as they're flying along. It is Destiny on Ice on the rail and then Know How to Rock on the outside. They're turning down the backside. Destiny on Ice. He's now got a half length on Know How to Rock, but the gelding's still tracking him and the pace is good. Destiny on Ice and Know How to Rock is second. Destiny on Ice now gets away a little bit more by a length with Know How to Rock trying to chase that one. They're coming around the turn. Half a mile left to go. It is Destiny on Ice leading by a length and some. Know How to Rock can't quite keep up, and it's going to probably be over now as Destiny on Ice starts to shake clear. 2 lengths now for Destiny on Ice, and class is going to prevail. Destiny on Ice is going to lead them into the stretch. Know How to Rock trying to keep up second, but Destiny on Ice is too good in this Pegasus Synthetic Mile, and Destiny on Ice is going to trot down to the wire with Know How to Rock second. Still only about 2 lengths ahead, but Destiny on Ice had it all his own way this whole time. It is Destiny on Ice to win. Know How to Rock second, no other runners. The official winner is Destiny on Ice. He's a 4-year-old chestnut colt by Snowflake out of Love's Destiny by Elusive Award. He's a homebred for Tion Long, and this is his 8th win in 12 starts. And now we are caught up 4 minutes away from the Pegasus route. And we have a full field of 4 horses in this one. On the rail, we have Dr. Wizard for Danny Derby. This horse is in here solely to pick up a check. Pretty sure Danny was confident he was going to be 3rd. This guy actually is a Grade 1 winner on the synthetic. That was 2 years ago. Since then, he did win a stake at week 10 of last year. Last out was 4th in an allowance. Number 2 is Bougie. Dusty Klatt owns this one, and this is a homebred, a son of Thermodynamic, and he'll be easy to spot because he's white, coming off a 5th place finish in the Stewards Cup. Last win came in the Derby Dream Stakes as a 3-year-old week 4 of last year. Number 3 is another son of Thermodynamic, and that is Bunch of Yahoos for Allie Hedgestone. This is a homebred, and he was 4th in the Stewards Cup, 2nd in the 2000 Guineas last year, and 3rd in the Synthetic Derby, but before that he was unbeaten. Rounding out the field is number 4, Dragon Temple. This is a 4-year-old son of Abashiri, another Tion Long homebred here, coming off a 2nd place finish in the Synthetic Classic. This one's 4 for 10 lifetime with $500,000 earned. So the question is, where is Jacques? I think we're all clear that Jacques would have won this race by 1,000 lengths. Why isn't he here? I know she's not here to defend herself, so this is probably, not considered very nice. But Madeline Gilbert is the world's biggest proponent of all-weather racing. No entries. Garland Farms. No entries. What were you guys doing? Who did you think was going to run in these races? The cool thing about the Pegasus is that so many horses change from 3 to 4 that you don't know who's going to be good and who's not. Because this will be their first start this year. So yeah. Give you a couple years to think about it before we bring these back for the synthetic horses. I think I just made it accidentally go away. 1 minute to post. You can't bet on this race, can you? Can't even listen to me whining about getting your bets in. If you didn't notice, the big news of the night is that the People's Horse and I'll Let You Know will not be facing each other tonight. They were scheduled for a showdown that's been on the cards since mid last year. But the People's Horse accidentally swam earlier this week, and he was vetting terribly all week. And alas, she decided late last night to scratch. So we'll never know how he would have done in this race. So will someone else be able to upset I'll let you know? Or is that impossible? It's post time for the Pegasus route. Field of 4 set to go 1 mile and 3/16. Yes, I realize that my calls have been truncated, but again, feel awkward by non-simming guests. It's very rare that that happens. The field is set to go, and they're off. It was a perfect break for all 4 runners. Bunch of Yahoos wants to lead them, and no one wants to go with him early, so it's Bunch of Yahoos scooting out to the lead. Dragon Temple is second, and the others have dropped back. Bougie and Dr. Wizard is the trailer. So the field strings out early, about 8 lengths between them, with Bunch of Yahoos leading by 1. Then comes Dragon Temple. He's got 5 lengths on the other 2, Bougie, and another length back to Dr. Wizard. No change in order yet as they turn down the backside with Bunch of Yahoos leading by 1, but they have really strung out. It's about a dozen lengths front to back with Dragon Temple second and another 10 back to Bougie, then Dr. Wizard, who would have 12 to make up. Still no change in order, and they're not trying to challenge Bunch of Yahoos yet. It's Bunch of Yahoos leading by 1, then comes Dragon Temple, Bougie's third, and Dr. Wizard is fourth. It's time to get running, though, as they round the far turn towards the half-mile pole, and Bunch of Yahoos, he now leads by a length and a half. Just gets the reins shaken at him, not much pressure yet. Dragon Temple is chasing that one. He's now got his lead cut down to 5 because Bougie is coming after him. So Dragon Temple's going to have to make a move. Bougie's moving a lot faster. Dr. Wizard is still the trailer. They come to the top of the stretch and Bunch of Yahoos. He's had it all his own way and he leads by 1. Dragon Temple yields second to Bougie. Dr. Wizard not doing enough. The challenger is going to be Bougie. It's Bunch of Yahoos on the rail. Bougie coming at him, but the wire's going to come in time and Bunch of Yahoos is going to win the Pegasus route by a neck. Bougie second, 2 lengths back to Dragon Temple third, then 3 lengths to Dr. Wizard. The official winner is Bunch of Yahoos. He's a 4-year-old chestnut colt by Thermodynamic out of Implied Love by Imperious. He's a homebred for Alley Hedgestone, and this is his 5th win in 8 starts. How you get a 4-year-old with 8 starts is beyond me, but okay. Next up, we move to the grass over at Sunshine Park. And this is the first race you can bet on. This is the Pegasus Dash. Number 1 is Happy Acting. Tratsevere Peru owns this one. A $1.1 million yearling who has earned back $1.2 million, coming off of a victory in the Green Dash Stakes, and is 10 for 19 lifetime. Number 2 is Rift Storm. This is a steward bred owned by Joseph DePaulo. $1.8 million purchase, has earned back 1.3. Son of Time Lord, coming off of a victory in the Los Campeones last year. Number 3 is Terminal City, and how about this? This guy won the Stewards Cup Turf Sprint last year in his final start of the year. He goes up on the sales page for $7.5 million, and Nikki Everdeen swoops in and buys him. Aidan O'Brien was the former trainer, so this is this horse's first start for Nikki. Congratulations to Nikki, who bought her very own real-life off-track thoroughbred this week. Good on ya. It's a long time coming. 9 for 11 lifetime is this guy. He did lose 2 back to Turn an Army, but that one is not here. So number 4 is the lone mare in this field, and that is Kayoko. Anku Khan owns this one. This is a 6-year-old daughter of Pit Road, coming off of a 15th place effort in the Stewards Cup. Last win did come week 2 of exactly 1 year ago. And rounding out the field is number 5, Little Fictions for Cindy Saunders. This is a son of Reckoner who cost $1.7 million. He's working his way towards earning that back. This guy was 5th in the Stewards Cup, but before that he'd been on a win streak of he had never been beaten in 12 starts. How's that for a win streak? That's your field for the dash, so make sure you get your bets in 1 minute to post. It is post time for the dash. Are you guys even still listening? There's like a lot of people in the chat, but no one's like commenting on the races. Betting pool closes at $800. Wah, wah, wah. They're off in the dash. Little Fictions broke a step slow, but the rest were away well. It is Terminal City, the champ, going out to the lead, joined by Little Fictions after the bad break, and then Riftstorm. Kyoko is fourth, and Happy Acting is the trailer as they go sweeping up to the far turn, with Terminal City battling Little Fictions. They've got a length on Riftstorm. Then comes the mare Kyoko, and Happy Acting from the rail is still the trailer. It's Terminal City who's leading Little Fictions, and those two have 3 lengths on Riftstorm. That one's starting to close now. Kyoko and Happy Acting. Kyoko needs to get going as Happy Acting is now past her. They're coming to the top of the stretch, and Terminal City, he still leads. Little Fictions right there, and Riftstorm trying to split horses. Riftstorm in with a shot. Happy Acting is fourth, but not much separates them. It is Terminal City. Riftstorm bowling his way in between them and Little Fictions. It's now Riftstorm the new leader, and Riftstorm is starting to pull away. Riftstorm's going to win the Pegasus Dash over Terminal City with Little Fictions third. Happy Acting was fourth. The official winner is Riftstorm. He's a 5-year-old bay horse by Time Lord out of Stormfront by Typhoon Bay. He was bred by the steward and is owned by Joseph DePaulo. This is his 14th win in 22 starts. Oh, and he has a companion cat named Stormy. Yay! Next up, we have the Pegasus Sprint. This is probably the best field on the day. This is a field of 6, going 6.5 on the dirt. Number 1 on the rail is More Than Life Itself. This would be a popular choice, a homebred for Pepper Carroll, a 4-year-old son of As I Live and Breathe. He's coming off of a win in the Malibu Beach Stakes. 3 straight Grade 1 victories for this guy. 13 for 15 lifetime, with his only losses coming to Build You an Empire and If Love Could. Number 2 is Navistar. This is the one of 2 fillies in the race. This is a daughter of Happy Times Ahead. She's coming off of a 9th place effort in the Stewards Cup, but before that she won the Long Island Sprint Handicap. This girl is 9 for 12 lifetime and is a Grade 1 winner. Number 3 is Ipsirk. Ipsirk for Art Cage. I love the breeding on this one. A daughter of Walk Off Grand Slam out of the awesome mare, especially Crispy. Ipsirk was 3rd in the Stewards Cup Filly and Mare Sprint, and that was off of an allowance win. Before that, she was a multiple Grade 1 winner. 7 for 14 lifetime, closing in on $1 million in earnings. Number 4 is Scared of My Shadow. This is the unbeaten filly who is 14 for 14 lifetime, coming off of a win in the Stewards Cup, and she also won that race 2 years in a row. She doesn't face Grade 1 company very often, but when she does, it doesn't seem to matter, as she's never been beaten. $2 million earned for this homebred owned by George Nats. Number 5 is Build You an Empire. This is the 4-year-old son of If Looks Could. He's unbeaten in 13 starts, so someone's record's on the line today. Xander's Own owns this guy. He's coming off of a win in the Stewards Cup Sprint. And last year, well, the year before that, I guess, he won the 2-year-old Sprint Championship. Rounding out the field, number 6 is Plenty of Fire from Mike Larson. This was a $3 million purchase. He's earned back 1.6. He was 4th in the Stewards Cup, and before that, he won the Grade 1 Saturn Handicap. 11 for 18 lifetime, and that's your field for the Pegasus Sprint. I love this race. It's a good one. Where is Louise tonight? Good question. These races just keep coming at you. It's post time for the Pegasus Sprint. $1.5 million on the line, going 6.5 furlongs on the dirt, and the betting pool closes at $1,600. You guys double the last one. Good on ya. They're off in the sprint, and Scared of My Shadow was one step slow, so too was Build You an Empire. Ipsirk goes right out to the lead, joined by Navistar. Now Scared of My Shadow rushed up, then comes Build You an Empire, More Than Life Itself, and Plenty of Fire rounds out the field. So they start to settle down. It's Scared of My Shadow dueling with Ipsirk. Navistar's right there too, then Build You an Empire 4 wide, then comes More Than Life Itself. Plenty of Fire drops back last, but there's only a length separating the lot of them, and the pace is fast. It's Scared of My Shadow trying to get clear. Navistar second and Ipsirk third. Then comes Build You an Empire length behind. More Than Life Itself and Plenty of Fire. They've only got 3 furlongs left to run. It's now More Than Life Itself and Build You an Empire. These two are closing in on Scared of My Shadow. Plenty of Fire starting to get involved. Ipsirk is done, and so too is Navistar. They've got 3/16 to go, and we have a new leader. That is Build You an Empire with a big move around the turn. More Than Life Itself chasing second. The others are far back. We're down to 2. Build You an Empire and More Than Life Itself. Build You an Empire is just too good every time out, and Build You an Empire is going to win this one by a length. Build You an Empire over More Than Life Itself. Plenty of Fire third, then Scared of My Shadow fourth. The official winner is Build You an Empire. He's a 4-year-old black colt by If Looks Could out of LA Love Song by Happy Times Ahead. He's unbeaten in 14 starts now and is owned by Xander's Own. He's also got $4 million in earnings-ish now. He sucks. Okay, that was just a joke. Calm down. Next up, we have the Turf Mile post time in 3 minutes, and this is actually a field of 9, so whoops. On the rail, number 1 is All of Us Dreamers. This is a son of Hartnell for Glenn Larson. A $2.2 million purchase, who has almost earned that back. 11 for 19 lifetime. Last out was 6 in the Stewards Cup, but before that, I had won 4 in a row. Number 2 is Master Command for Garland Farms. Kind of like this under-the-radar horse. He won the Stewards Cup Juvenile Turf 2 years ago. He was 7th in the Stewards Cup last year, a son of Master Craftsman. He had won, or I guess he was unbeaten in 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight starts, but he's run a little bit disappointingly in his last 2. Number 3 is Silent Kisses, the filly for Fanta Arcadia. This girl was 2nd in the Stewards Cup Filly Mare Turf Mile last out to How Long Is a Night, who is not in here. But before that, like, this girl loves to be 1st or 2nd. That's like her jam. She won the Grade 1 Crystal Ann Memorial, won the Grade 2 Fight and Defend. She was 2nd in the Oceanside Guineas, so she's pretty awesome. Number 3, nope, lies. Number 4, Make a Man for Pete Vella. That is my son Liam's favorite song. Make a Man is by Rillian out of Tactical Regard. 10 for 12 lifetime with a 2nd place finish. I remember this is the horse that had like an awesome record and then randomly ran really badly at Danny's sponsored track in the Upside Down Million. Got right back to his winning ways by winning a grade 2 next out. So, which Make a Man will we see today? Time to find out. Number 5 is Starchild. I thought for sure that this horse was about 100 years old by now, but she's only 4. This is a Leonard Beagle homebred. She was weirdly 7th in the Filly and Mare Turf Mile, which I say weirdly because before that, like, she won the race 2 years ago, year 49. She won the French 1,000 guineas, the English 1,000 guineas, the Irish 1,000 guineas. Like, she won everything. So, I guess someone has to be 7th, but that doesn't mean we have to like it. Number 6 is Trill. This is the 11-year-old for Laurie Ethel, son of Rillian, who was 2nd in the Stewards Cup last out by a neck behind the other old man who's at the end of this field. Trill is 20 for 45 lifetime with $1.3 million earned. Not bad for this old guy. Number 7 is Heard the Prophecy. Lucas Davenport owns this one, a 6-year-old. Son of Knock 4 times, cost $2 million, and is closing in on $1 million in earnings. Number 8, not 9, I guess he's number 8, is Gakaido for Lucas Davenport. This was your upset winner of the Stewards Cup Turf Mile last out. He is a 9-year-old by worldwide fame. He won the Golden State Mile one start before that and is 24 for 40 lifetime. Rounding out the field, number 9, Making Wishes. This is a 4-year-old son of Night Broken out of Wishes Were Horses. He cost $1.3 million and has almost made that back. This guy is a 9 for 11 lifetime with 2 second-place finishes. Both of those losses came behind Master Command. That's your field for the Turf Mile, and it is post time. They're off in the Turf Mile. Master Command was 1 step slow, but the rest were away well. Heard the Prophecy stumbled after the start, though, and Heard the Prophecy is last as Master Command goes up to lead them, joined by All of Us Dreamers. Then comes Make a Man, Silent Kisses, Gakaido, Making Wishes, Starchild, Trill, and Heard the Prophecy at the back of the pack. They go sweeping towards the backstretch, with Master Command leading by a neck, dueling with All of Us Dreamers. 2 lengths back to Make a Man, then comes the filly Silent Kisses, 3 lengths to Gakaido. Making Wishes, Starchild, Trill, and Heard the Prophecy would have 10 lengths to make up. So it is Master Command leading them by a head, with All of Us Dreamers 2nd. He's been pushing the pace the whole race, 2 lengths back to Make a Man 3rd. Starchild's getting a lot closer now 4th, with Making Wishes getting a spot 5th. Trill is 6th. Heard the Prophecy, Silent Kisses, and Gakaido has dropped back last now. Gakaido, the mile winner, is last. They've got 2.5 furlongs left to run, with Master Command still leading, and here comes the fillies. It's Starchild. Making Wishes is making a good run. Master Command still right there with All of Us Dreamers. Trill even getting involved, so it's still very, very tight with 1/8 of a mile left to go. It is Master Command, Starchild, and Making Wishes. Master Command fighting hard. Making Wishes is doing the better of the lot with Starchild right there too, and All of Us Dreamers. It's going to be a photo in the Pegasus Turf Mile. Too close to call between Making Wishes, Starchild, and Master Command. The official winner of the Pegasus Turf Mile, Making Wishes. He's a 4-year-old dark bay colt by Night Broken out of Wishes Were Horses by Frankel. He is owned by Rachel Sadler and was bred by the steward, 10 for 12 lifetime, and has now earned $2 million. Next up is the Dirt Mile. We have 3 races left to go. Field of 5, set to go a mile on the dirt. See what I did there? Number 1 is Swings from Trees. Regina Moore owns this guy. He costs $1.5 million as a yearling. He's a son of Liam's Map out of an engrossed mare, 10 for 17 lifetime, named after my son, so would really like to see him do well. Number 2 is Flame Kissed. This is the filly in the race, owned by Laura Ferguson, and was bred by Laura Ferguson. A daughter of Spread Like Fire, 7 for 10 lifetime, never been worse than 3rd. She's earned $1 million. She was 3rd in the Stewards Cup last out, but before that she won the Canadian Oaks. Number 3 is Be a Little Proud. This is a gelded son of Because I'm Happy. Chris Bobby owns this one. He costs $7.5 million and he's only earned back 1.1, but he is coming in off a 4-race win streak. Number 4 is the very popular Gecko. This is an 11-year-old gelding owned by Randall Johnson by In the Trench out of an original Tough Guy mare, which you basically never see anymore. 28 for 51 lifetime. This guy is riding a 3-race win streak. I'm very fond of him. Number 5, rounding out the field, is See What You See. Amy Bahama owns this one. He costs $1.7 million, 11 for 15 lifetime, and he's earned back 2.6. That's your field for the Pegasus Dirt Mile. 1 minute to post. I just realized we have like 10 whole minutes between this race and the next race. That's very exciting. And I also realized that I did not put our dinners in the fridge. Not great. Okay, it's post time. The betting pool for this race closes at $400. You guys are pathetic, but I love you anyway. They're off in the Pegasus Dirt Mile, and it was a perfect break for all 5 runners. See What You See goes right out to the lead, joined by Swings from Trees, and those two kick clear early. Flame Kiss takes back third, then comes Be a Little Proud, and Gecko is the early trailer. So it is See What You See and Swings from Trees. Those two heads apart, leading by length. Flame Kiss is third. That's the filly. She's got a half length on Be a Little Proud, with Gecko 3 wide and last. No change in order yet. It's still See What You See, and he gets his head in front of Swings from Trees, now his neck. See What You See, he pulls away to lead by a length. Swings from Trees is still second, 3 lengths to Flame Kiss third. Another 2 lengths to Be a Little Proud fourth, and a length to Gecko. They're coming to the half-mile pole, and it is See What You See, leading by 1. Swings from Trees is second. Here comes Flame Kissed, making her run. Then comes Be a Little Proud and Gecko. They're rounding the turn to the stretch, and it is still See What You See, trying to kick away, but the filly is after him. It's Flame Kissed. Swings from Trees drops back third, then Be a Little Proud and Gecko, but it is Flame Kissed who takes over the lead from See What You See, and Flame Kissed, this race is over. She darts away. Flame Kissed, the filly, she's running away in the Pegasus Dirt Mile. Flame Kissed, she's going to win by 3. See What You See is going to be second, then Be a Little Proud third, Swings from Trees fourth, and Gecko. The official winner is Flame Kissed. She's a 4-year-old Dark Bay filly by Spread Like Fire out of Princess Lacey by King of Kindness. She is a homebred for Laura Ferguson, and this is her 8th win in 11 starts. She's also stinking cute with a little snippy thing going on. I like her. Don't be scared to run your fillies against the boys. It works out, and it's okay. Unless it doesn't. Then it's bad. Don't do it. But usually you can. Okay. Next up is the penultimate race of the night, and that is the Pegasus Turf. $2 million on the line, going a mile and 3/16. This is a field of 8, and it's a very good field, so we will go through them more slowly. Number 1 for Stormy Peak. This is a homebred, and his name is Convince Me. He's a 4-year-old son of Yasiel out of her nice mare named Forthwith. This guy has earned $1.1 million while winning 5 of 9 lifetime starts. He did contest the Stewards Cup. He was 11th, but before that he defeated older horses in the Everest Stakes and was 2nd in the Secretariat Derby. Number 2 is the filly, and that is Oasis for Nick Gilmore. A daughter of Dwight Eisenhower, this filly is 6 for 8 lifetime with 2 second-place finishes. She's coming off of a victory in the Kinsome's Legacy Stakes, and before that she won the Irish Oaks. Number 3 is With Class for Cleopatra. This is a 5-year-old dark bay horse who costs $7 million. He's 10 for 15 lifetime. Normally you'd be happy, but he hasn't even broached the $1 million mark. So are you like annoyed with him or are you happy with him? 10 for 15 is pretty great. Less than $1 million earned for a $7 million purchase. Not as good. Coming off of a victory in the Roma Stakes. Before that, he'd won the Pre-Wild Island Hero and the Premio di Milano, which was a Grade 3. He was 4th in the Grade 1 Desert Duty Free last year, and only one of those horses is here today. Number 4 is Only Me. Lucas Davenport owns this guy. He costs $2.5 million, and he's earned back $8.1 million. Coming off of a 7th place finish in the Stewards Cup, but before that he was 2nd by a length in the Arc. He won the Toronto International, he won the Grand Premio Carlos Pellegrini, he won the Desert Turf Classic. This guy was awesome last year, and he was actually awesome the year before that too. So will he be awesome as a 6-year-old? Only time will tell. Number 5 is All Shades of Blue. This is a 7-year-old son of Electric Blue out of a feet mare. 14 for 27 lifetime and has, oh, math is hard, been off the board 6 times in 27 starts. Coming off of a win streak of 5 straight races, including the Los Campeones, which was Monday of week 16 last year, and we've already seen a horse win that, do that kind of thing earlier and win. That was Riftstorm in the turf sprint. Dash, whatever. Carolyn Eaton, homebred. Don't know if I said that. Number 6 is Big Hello. Michelle Calderoni owns this guy, a son of Take Me Up. This is Take Me Up's half-brother. No, this is Coleman Hill's half-brother by Take Me Up. Coming off of 2 straight major victories in the English Champion and the Irish Champion Stakes last year. Before that, he was 3rd in the Desert Duty Free. This guy cost $1.2 million, which is crazy because he was going to be a good one. He's made back 1.8, 9 for 14 lifetime, only been worse than 3rd once, and that was like a super weird race in Kenya last year that doesn't count, in my opinion. Number 7, How to Love Again. Don't do it. I don't recommend it. It'll just end up being terrible. Lucas Davenport owns this one. This is a mare, a 6-year-old daughter of Nipote de Atlante. A $2.3 million purchase. She's earned back 1.2. 2 starts back, she did win a Grade 3 in the Is Wanting Enough Stakes, but last out she was 2nd behind Moscow in a race in France. And number 8, rounding out the field, is King of Ashes for Carol Hansen. This is a homebred by Kingdom of Rust. He was 8th in the Stewards Cup, but before that he'd won 3 in a row, including 2 Grade 1 races in Virginia, so the talent is there. 6 for 9 lifetime, and he's earned almost $800,000. And that's your field for the Pegasus Turf. Please get your bets in. Two minutes post for the turf. $2 million on the line. We have 8 entries in this race, with 6 of the 8 being millionaires or multimillionaires. Who thinks we should just call it so that I can go to bed? I do. And by that I mean walk the dog. Wah, wah. It is post time. The betting pool closes at $1,400. Come on. Guys, you can do better than that. Field of 8 set to go a mile and 3/16. And they're in the gate. They're off in the turf. Only Me stumbled at the start. The rest were away well, and King of Ashes wants the lead, joined by Convince Me, and those two kick away. All Shades of Blue, then Big Hello, Only Me and Oasis, With Class, and How to Love Again is taken back last as they come past us the first time. Under the wire, it is King of Ashes and Convince Me right together, 2 lengths to All Shades of Blue. Big Hello is alongside and Only Me in between them, then comes the filly Oasis. With Class is 7th early, and then How to Love Again is the trailer as they go sweeping toward the backside. It is King of Ashes. He shakes clear of Convince Me now, King of Ashes by 1. Big Hello is still third, 5 lengths behind the top 2, with All Shades of Blue fourth, then Only Me, Oasis, With Class, and How to Love Again. So we've had a leader throughout, and that is King of Ashes. He still leads by 1. Convince Me chasing him second, then comes Big Hello. Big Hello getting a little bit closer, now rounding the turn. It's Big Hello still cutting into that lead by Convince Me. All Shades of Blue is 4th, Only Me 5th, then comes Oasis. With Class needs to get moving, and How to Love Again. They've come to the top of the stretch, and King of Ashes, he's led every step of the way. Convince Me still the one chasing him, and Big Hello is 3rd. All Shades of Blue and With Class. Only Me not doing enough today, and the filly Oasis, but it is still King of Ashes, and he's kicking away again. King of Ashes, he's running very well today. Convince Me can't get him. Convince Me going to be second, then Big Hello 3rd, and All Shades of Blue, but your winner was King of Ashes. The official winner is King of Ashes. He's a 4-year-old bay colt by Kingdom of Rust out of Burning Gift by Holiday Gift. He's owned by Carol Hansen, and this is his 7th win in 10 starts. And his companion cat is named Chub. We have 1 race left to go tonight, and that is the Classic. Once again, this was supposed to be the epic showdown between I'll Let You Know and the People's Horse, but the People's Horse was tired, and he could not run. And now he is not here. So can any of these horses beat I'll Let You Know? A filly running against older males is very difficult, and it's a thing that she did not do last year. She kind of took an easier path. Oops, I'm trying to untie my shoe, but I shouldn't do that because I have to walk the dog. Wah, wah. This is a very good field, considering that it's only a 6-horse field. They're running for $2 million. Oops. Opening windows, guys. Number 1 on the rail, that is City Ablaze. This is the 4-year-old son of James Dean out of a win against Firemare, homebred for Emily Mitchell. This guy only has 7 starts lifetime, but that's because he started his career quite late. He broke his maiden 3rd time out, was 3rd in the Queen's Derby, 3rd in the Midsummer Classic, and then he won the Fusaiichi Pegasus. Number 2 is the royally bred Mr. White Sox. Jack Meyer owns this one. This guy is by After the Disco and out of the Great Mare Skyfall. He was 4th in the Long Island Gold Cup, what I believe to be the best Long Island Gold Cup ever. So he was beaten 2 lengths by some of the best horses in the game, like ever. Before that, he won the Garden State Invitational, going 1 mile and 1/8. He's bred to want to go 1 mile and 1/4, but a lot of his wins have actually come shorter. It's possible that 1 mile and 1/8, which usually means 1 mile and 3/16, is his jam. Number 3 is Indiana Jones. This guy was 3rd in the Stewards Cup Classic. Before that, he won the Oceanside Classic. I know Laura Ferguson, the owner and breeder, really wanted to get the Desert World Cup last year, but this guy finished 3rd to Gladiator and Blue Bayou. This is a multiple grade 1 winner, 8 for 15 lifetime. He's earned $2.6 million, and he is a son of, shocker, James Dean. Number 4 is Atlantis Pride. This guy could have been retired at 3, he could have been retired at 4, but here he is, he's 5, and he's still running. He's earned $3.4 million. This guy won the Stewards Cup Juvenile, is a 2-year-old. Last year, he won the Long Island Handicap and the Louisville Classic, which was an awesome race over at Blue Bayou, Wander Back to Me, etc., and so forth. He didn't run too well in the Stewards Cup Classic, but that race was stacked and someone had to run badly. This guy's been a Grade 1 winner every year that he has raced, and he is a son of Tahoe. Number 5, the Great Filly, I'll Let You Know. 11 for 11 lifetime. This filly won the Triple Crown last year. Some were wondering, was that by default because the People's Horse stayed out of the final leg? Since then, she won the Stewards Cup Distaff over older horses by 8 lengths, but she's never faced older males before. She's a daughter of James Dean for Stephen Saratoga. Number 6, and rounding out the field, is Venetian for Cleopatra. This guy is a son of Man of Mystery out of Deep Breath, 10 for 14 lifetime. This is probably one of the best horses in training you don't remember. He did win the Baltimore Crown 2 years ago. He's also a Grade 1 winner all the time. Coming off of a victory in the Fraternity Cup, he has earned $1.5 million. That's your field for the Pegasus Classic, 5 minutes to post. Three minutes to post. Make sure you get your bets in. Will she or won't she? You know, Lou brought up something that I wasn't sure if I was going to bring up, just because it's still hard to talk about. Today would have been our dear friend Scott Island's birthday, and just 2 days ago was the 1-year anniversary of his passing. Still hard and weird to be without him. I mean, I don't have MCs anymore. Other people are doing podcasts. They're doing an admirable job. But it's just weird not to have him anymore. Still 2 minutes to post. Excellent betting pool, you guys. Good job. 3 multimillionaires in this field. And a couple horses that could become that way with a good showing today. All right, it's post time. Betting pool closes at $15,300. A field of 6 set to go a mile and 3/16 on the dirt for $2 million. This is the Pegasus Classic. They're off. Perfect start for all 6 runners. And the filly's going to go right to the lead today. The filly is quick out of the gate. It's I'll Let You Know right to the front. Venetian, Atlantis Pride, and Indiana Jones. Those 3 are going to try and chase her earlier, but the filly is too quick. She's already opened up 4 lengths. City of Blaze takes back 5th, and Mr. White Sox is the early trailer. And that is how they stand as they go towards the clubhouse turn. It is I'll Let You Know. She leads by 4 lengths. Venetian is 2nd, with Atlantis Pride 3rd. Then comes Indiana Jones. City of Blaze is 5th. Then comes Mr. White Sox, the trailer. Can they catch the filly? She leads by 5. Venetian is 2nd. Then comes Atlantis Pride. Indiana Jones alongside him, and now Indiana Jones puts his head in front. City of Blaze still 5th with another 2 lengths back to Mr. White Sox, but the pace is fast and the pace is set by I'll Let You Know. She leads by 7 down the backside. Venetian is 2nd, then Indiana Jones 3rd. Atlantis Pride right alongside 4th. City of Blaze still 5th, but Mr. White Sox is coming at him, and now Mr. White Sox picks up that spot as they round the far turn. It's I'll Let You Know, but her lead is cut down to 5 lengths. Venetian is the one cutting into that lead. Indiana Jones is there. Atlantis Pride not doing enough, and Mr. White Sox closing very smartly. City of Blaze has dropped back last, and it's still the filly. I'll Let You Know. She gets a tap on the shoulder. I'll Let You Know. She leads by only 4. Venetian, Mr. White Sox, and Indiana Jones. Mr. White Sox up 2nd now. Venetian and Indiana Jones. But was it ever really in doubt? I'll Let You Know. She's going to win by at least 3 lengths, maybe more. I'll Let You Know down to the wire. Mr. White Sox 2nd, then comes Venetian 3rd, Indiana Jones, and Atlantis Pride. The official winner is I'll Let You Know. She's a 4-year-old roan filly by James Dean out of Goodwill by Just Victory. She is a homebred for Steven Saratoga and is now unbeaten in 12 starts. Here's the question of the day. Does she have a week 4 prep before Dubai or does she not? Inquiring minds would like to know. I will ask Steven, because he will tell me, but not till tomorrow. That is the race calls for the Pegasus. Don't forget to join us in 1 month for the Derby. No race calls until then. And I hope you guys have an excellent weekend. Watch some Santa Anita. Watch some Belmont. Watch some Churchill Downs. That's where all the good action's taking place this weekend. The Edge is done for this week, but it's likely that I'm going to forget to hit upload. So if someone could poke me on Sunday morning, that'd be great. Like 1 person, not like 8 people. Just 1. Have a great night, guys.